Hey guys, a lot of people have been asking me about my most up-to-date Warlock deck. This is what I'm playing currently. This is what I brought to GM this week. I'm running one Colt Neophyte and two Null Shonires. I cut one Battlegrounds Battlemaster, and it's not that different. The biggest change, Zerios came up with this Nullshire Null. A lot of players have been running it, and I think it wasn't as important before because you could get your Flesh Giants down on 4. Now you can't get your Flesh Giants down on 4. So between the Anerathon and the Goldshire Null, both of those are really important for turn 4 plays. Just being able to develop something on those tests. So I think the weapon version overall is now inferior, where before I think they both had merits. So also a lot of different interesting choices people are running. People are making adjustments to the deck. The biggest one is that you could do, especially if you don't have something like Blood Mage Thalnos, you can run Spicy Bread Baker. Players are running that. I don't see the need for that for me personally. But if you're facing a lot of Hunter, and you're already, in my opinion, a favorite against Hunter, but why is it not showing up? There we go. Oh, Spice Bread Baker. It's not a spicy bread maker. If you're facing a lot of hunters, this can be a good inclusion. Colt Neophyte is a card that I still find very valuable in certain matchups, though not good in others. But even just having the one and being able to potentially raise it, manipulate it, and keep it in a mulligan if it's a really important matchup, I find valuable. Some people are running 2 Colts and running a Shadow Blast. Some people are cutting Blood Mage Thalnos. I think Blood Mage Thalnos is incredibly good in a versatile way. It can be used to cycle. It can be used to get more life with your Drain Souls. It can use to be able to combination with Soul Rend. I think cutting Blood Mage Thalnos is a mistake. But Spicy Bread Baker is one of those things that originally the list was running it, and then it didn't need the heal because everything was OTK-ish, and now the meta is getting really aggressive. I still think it's really on the margin. What marginal cards is that people really fret over marginal cards. Marginal cards means you're not going to get a big edge either way if you change it. So, let's say you swap out Cold Neophyte for Spicy Bread Baker. One matchup gets slightly better. One matchup gets slightly worse. Your win rate stays about the same. So don't fret over that. I would say between those cards, pick what's your style, pick what's your cards you have your budget. Now, if you don't have an Erathon, you could go back to the weapon version. I think like I said, the weapon version is probably inferior right now, but you could go back to that. That does not run an Erathon. I can't pronounce his name right. But anyways, this is the list I got. I'm doing real well with it. I'm top 20 legend with it. It's still really strong. I think, if you're one of the top tier combo players and you can play D6 Warlock at the absolute highest level, I think that deck's better. But for 99.9% of players, including myself, who's especially a low APM player, this deck is better, and it's better for most players too. I think most players are better off accepting that they're not going to be a top D6 Warlock player. Especially, if that deck were to get nerfed, then a lot of your time, but we'll see. It doesn't look like Blizzard's looking on nerfing anytime soon. But anyways, hope you guys like this. Got some games for you guys showing the current power of the deck. Still super dominant, and enjoy. Mulligans, Anthony, Soul Rend versus aggro.
Job's done.
Great top deck. Don't want your body or money. You were just a burden. This is my own playlist? No. You were just a baddie.
More bones to gnaw on.
I think it's good to mill here. Once in a while they don't kill this too. Sometimes they forget about this. But milling here is good in that we get these closer.
More souls. Here for the tour?
Muzzle their magic!
You get accustomed to the smell.
I don't even own the Nemsy skin. Nothing. It's not a skin I ever wanted. I'm not a fan.
There's room in darkness for you.
Shuffle off.
We win here?
You have
Wow, we win.
last of me.
That deck is hard. It's a really complicated question. Let me go back. Best mulligan for this deck. You want Anthronon and Notional Norse. You're playing against aggro. You want Soul Rend and Touch, and you always want Tour Guide. Wait, what the heck? Wait, what the heck happened to my thing? Okay, that was weird. Here's it. What you want to play this deck? I start with coin. I can't bat. Backfire plus tour guide is good, but if you don't have the tour guide, it's probably just right to tap. My game's freaking having a panic attack over here. Guys, check out, like, my game is lagging like crazy. You see this? Dude, I don't know what's happened. Like, it's not, Chad, it's not the OBS, I don't think. It's just the game is freaking super jittery from... My computer just started dying over here.
You are defenders of a doom.
Muzzle their magic.
See how jittery it is? Like, what the heck? Dude, what the heck?
What to do? What to do? Time runs out on me.
You are defenders of a doom.
Muzzle their magic.
Someone's out on me.
More bones to gnaw on.
Here for the tour?
You are defenders of a doomed
Muzzle their magic.
We're almost out of time.
Hope they can't deal with this. I did a calculation at the end that with the Colt it's hard for them to do 14 here, I think. So I like getting this to increase my chances of lethal next turn, but that might have been dumb. I don't know. Might have been throwing.
You win.
Alright, nice. You remember all the chat questions? And then I'm like, oh, shit, dude, it's one of those things that to like certain people, like every streamer, when you talk about the blight of chat questions, understands. Every one of them understands. But when you talk to somebody else, you're like, so people ask me questions, and I hate it. They're like, wow, what an asshole. Every streamer
Nature waits for no
understands,
one but
like-
me.
maybe you'll say it's a hell of a ride. I hope so, Krevin.
Here for the tour?
Okay.
Your tour ends here.
Blood is my currency.
If I get lucky and he doesn't have a 3-mana spell to kill this, like a Serpentine Portal, and this gets like 2 connects, oh, actually it only could get 1, because my life's already 29 here, but...
Come one, come on!
Lenko streamed a few times. I've gone and hung out. Consistency is important. You want to develop, you know, they say that's the #1
Now let her
indicator of like predictor of success in the streaming world. Consistency. Not. There are other predictors, but that's like the #1. What's a...
Nature waits for no one but me.
What's a VGA? Are you talking... I don't know what that means in this context. Here's something I believe. Consistent schedule, overrated. Like, as long as it's like in the same 10-hour period. I think a lot of people are like, I have to stream 9 to 12 every time. So this is why I think, like, realistically, if you're streaming like as a side gig, you don't have time to stream ridiculous hours. So let's say you're feeling it and you got a nice audience. I should have thought about this. Like, you're having a great night and your audience is good. Like, let's say you get a big host. You should keep going, like, as long as you can. You know? Where if, like, let's say you're tired, you stream an hour and a half, you know, you're not playing well, maybe you end the stream early, you know? But it's like, that's kind of like, I played poker, like, casually for a living out of college. And sometimes there'd be a fish at the table, and you could make so much money off that fish that you'd hang in there as long as your body could take it. Because it was just like, they were throwing money at you. Like, almost literally. So it's like... These suck.
More bones to gnaw on.
You here for the tour?
How close are they?
More bones to gnaw on. Blood is my currency.
You get accustomed to the smell.
Here for the tour?
No littering.
Exactly, excited about.
Yeah, let's brawl!
All of Stormwind shall share my pain.
Your tour ends here! Yeah!
Muzzle their magic.
Your tour ends here!
That's probably winning, right? Play and hope people stop by. There's and I don't know about I don't know about other games, but in Hearthstone, there are lots of things you can do. So one of the big things that if you're a newer streamer,